All right, video number 3 on redefining success. So this one, okay, this one is having a place to call home. Now I know that for some people this is a little bit harder than others, and I don't want anybody to feel bad. Bad times fall on people. We just got through 2020, and I'm sure that if you're listening to this at the beginning of 2021, things have not just disappeared overnight. We're all still struggling with this pandemic, and it's a worldwide thing. But that's just what's going on right now with this. I mean, other people have, on top of all this, things can happen. And I had mentioned this in my introductory video about what I wanted to do with this series, that, having a home is a place that you call safe. And when I was working in Baltimore, riding on the light rail to work, I used to ride the light rail because it was just way too expensive to drive down there and park. And there was, Baltimore's a big city. It's got a lot of homeless people, and they would get on the light rail because at the time, I don't know what it costs now, but when I was riding it, it was only $1.60 to get on the train. And once you were on, you could stay on it as long as you wanted. You didn't have to get off. So they would get on, and this train really just went back and forth from Timonium to BWI, the airport, and then it would just go back and forth. It was basically a straight line back and forth. And it was sort of heated. It wasn't very, very warm, but it was definitely warmer than it was outside. It was out of the rain. And because usually there was, at least a decent number of people on there, sometimes it was pretty crowded. It was a relatively safe place to be, as opposed to in some alley. And that's where a lot of the homeless people would go, and they'd ride the train back and forth all day long. And that was their home during the day. Now, the train stopped running at midnight, so I don't know what they did after midnight. Maybe they walked around, they could sleep while they were on the train. So maybe they just walked. I don't know. I have no idea. But I do know that that's what a lot of them did. And the reason why I bring that up, because it's easy, I live in a modest little house, a very tiny little house. Actually, it's not even a house. It's a mother-in-law suite in this house. But most of us have some sort of a building that we live in. But when you're in a situation where day-to-day finding shelter can be a challenge, this solution that these people came up with was actually pretty smart if you think about it. So, being grateful, first of all, that you have a place to live. Second of all, that you're somehow managing to keep a roof over your head, that's a success, okay? Because there are people who maybe aren't as lucky just because Baltimore happens to have this type of transportation that's pretty cheap. They may not even have that opportunity, and yeah, this is a basic need that human beings need, and it is the first step in being successful, is providing some sort of shelter for yourself. So be grateful that you have some place to live. Even if you're living in a rented room, maybe you still live with your parents, you're in a roommate situation, there's lots of different situations, maybe, but if you've got some place to call home that you feel safe, you're successful in that regard. Please give me comments down below. Give me a like if you liked it. I would love to hear that. That helps me so much. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you want to hear more of these. And have a great day. Bye-bye.